Hey, and welcome back to Soul Whispers Tarot. I'm Karen. Today's reading is, what is this person thinking? What's he thinking? What's he feeling? If you would like to receive my readings every other day, then please subscribe to my channel, tap the bell icon, turn on all notifications, and that way you'll be notified every time I release a new reading. If you're interested in receiving weekly twin flame energy updates for the collective, which are exclusive to my email subscribers, then please sign up to those by clicking on the link below this video. So in today's reading, we have 5 sets of cards. Set of cards number 1 is the gumball machine. Set of cards number 2 is the popcorn. Set of cards number 3 is the Polaroid camera. Set of cards number 4 is the globe. And set of cards number 5 is the hands. So take some time to tune into the energies of the cards. It's perfectly fine to be drawn to more than one set of cards. You can take a few deep breaths. You can pause the video if you like. I'll also leave a few quiet moments here as well. Okay, so let's get into the reading. Welcome to set of cards number 1. You've chosen the gumball machine. So what's he thinking? What's he feeling? We're going to be looking into the tarot, the oracle cards, the divination dice, the charms, and pulling messages out of the bag. So stay tuned because a lot of information is going to come through. Okay, so we're using the Rider-Waite Tarot today. This is my favorite deck. So what is this person thinking and feeling about you at this time, please? What are they thinking and feeling? Okay, so they want to move your connection forward. They want a balance of give and take. There may have been an imbalance of give and take in the past. You may have turned your focus away from them at this time, because sometimes the Six of Pentacles is about this person giving all of the time, attention, generosity to one person and not the other. So this person, I feel, is feeling emotionally impoverished at this time. They're feeling down, they're feeling sadness, and they are wanting to move your connection forward. They're wanting that balance of the scales, the balance of the yin and the yang with these sphinxes. I feel like there's most likely a pause in your connection at this time. They want to be generous. They want to come forward with an offer. They may want you to go back to being very generous. This could be an example of where they see you as, you know, you've got your life together for the most part. They see you as someone that's very nurturing, very giving, very compassionate, very strong, capable, abundant. And they felt like the homeless people here, the beggars, they felt like they're not on the same level as you are in some kind of way. This is most likely self-esteem issues, but they are wanting to move things ahead now. They're wanting to make the positive changes. They're wanting balance to be restored within the connection for movement to happen. They may realize that you're not going to keep investing in them if they're not giving back equally. So they know that they have to be equal and that they have to come forward with an offer. They have to follow through with action. You know, they have to deliver on their promises. They know that you've done so much for them. They want to give all that back to you and more. So how are they feeling? What are they thinking? Yeah, they want to come back into your life with this Knight of Cups. This is the most romantic of the knights. They want to take off any armor, any masks. You know, he's lifting the visor here. They want to be expressive of their feelings towards you. They want to be that good provider. So they want to be generous when it comes to expressing their emotions. For whatever reason, they may have had walls up or resistance or fears about doing that in the past, but now they're coming in and they feel like this is the path of their highest good, because there's a white horse here. So they feel that you are the person that they're meant to be with. They want to be by your side. They want to race into your life again, with all this expression, with an open heart. So you may be hearing from this person very soon. What are they thinking and feeling? This one wants to come out, and it's the Ten of Cups. So yeah, what are they wanting to move towards? The Ten of Cups, the happy relationship, having it all. The relationship, the family, the home, the complete emotional fulfillment. This is number 10, so that's the conclusion that they're wanting. And again, there's all this balance here. They look very balanced here and here in this connection, in this relationship. Yeah, they know they have to step up. They know they have to be your equal. That may be what's created a separation for some of you, because there wasn't that equality in the past. They didn't feel as though they could give you what you deserved, what you needed, what you desired. But now they're feeling extremely motivated. They want to take action. They want to make it work. They want to move things ahead into a deeper commitment. What are they thinking and feeling, please? Yeah, they want the conclusion to be with you, the world. You are their world. They feel like it's destiny that they're supposed to be with you. They feel like this is a fated connection. They may have had time to rise up, rise above the situation and see things from a higher perspective, having deeper clarity. This is a very balanced card as well, because it has the 4 elements. Also, these ribbons here are infinity symbols. So they feel like your connection is infinite. You may be mirroring each other in many ways. What are they thinking and feeling? Justice in reverse and the Queen of Cups in reverse. So yeah, they feel as though right now you've closed your heart to them because there was some kind of injustice. With a cup upside down though, wow, Spirit is saying to me that because this is the only cups card where there's a lid on the cup, it's saying that some of you as the Divine Feminine, you had your shielding, your guard up as well, whether you consciously realized that or not. You had your guard up. You had some walls up. Maybe, you were trying to prove yourself a little bit too much. Maybe you felt like you had to change yourself or mold yourself in some kind of way to attract this person or keep this person interested or get them to come closer, something like that. And some kind of tower moment most likely happened within your connection where you felt very hurt, but it was to turn this upside down so that the lid could fall off, so that you would have to face the fears that perhaps you were trying to avoid facing. Like you may have had a major fear of abandonment or rejection, and that fear is what manifested in this connection. It's what happened, but that was part of your soul contract for that to happen in order to force you to go through those wounds, bring those wounds up to the surface, to be healed, to be released. And if you walked away, if you closed off your heart to this person, then that also made them finally face the abandonment and rejection wound that you were both trying to avoid for so long. And that was the most effective way to help you both individually work through those wounds, rather than having some kind of unhealthy dynamic where you were subconsciously trying to avoid those wounds at all costs. So there was some kind of injustice. They're wanting for it to not be completely over, because this is the conclusion card. They're wanting the conclusion to be the relationship, for you to still be together. So let me clarify this Knight of Cups. What they're thinking and feeling. Yeah. There's the Nine of Cups in reverse. This is the wishes fulfillment card. They feel like their dreams, their wishes, their goals with you were shattered. You know, they felt as though your connection was always moving towards this. They may have taken that for granted, especially if you have like a soulmate connection or a twin flame connection. They may have felt like it was inevitable that you're going to end up together. So they may have got lazy. They may have avoided doing their healing work, whether it was consciously or subconsciously, most likely subconsciously. But whatever's happened, and you know, I'm not trying to make out like it was their fault necessarily, but they feel as though their goals, their dreams were shattered. They were on cloud 9. Maybe whatever happened made them come crashing down back to earth. They needed to wise up. They needed to wake up in some kind of way. And that may have been true for you as well. What's this Ten of Cups about, please? Yeah, the Two of Wands in reverse and the Page of Wands in reverse. So this is, both of these cards are saying this person has wanted to move forward in a new direction, but something made them feel stuck, because this wand is bolted to the wall. He's holding the ace, like one wand here, which is like the Ace of Wands, just like he's holding one wand here. That's wanting a new beginning, a new journey. This person's felt very bored and frustrated, but in the reverse position, it's saying that they felt safe in a way in their comfort zone. And they were holding themselves back. They were self-sabotaging. They had all these goals and dreams. To me, this is saying they were just daydreaming too much rather than taking action on what they truly wanted. So again, to me, it's pointing to self-esteem issues and taking for granted, feeling that your connection was fated. And so they may have felt like they had all the time in the world or something like that. Or they may have felt like the universe was somehow just going to make it happen. Or most likely they didn't consciously realise what needed to be done, the wounds. And again, could be mirrored on both sides. I like to say that a lot because I don't like feeling like these readings are just making out like it's someone's fault, or the masculine's fault, or the feminine's. What's this World card about, please? Yeah. Your connection was going in circles in some kinds of ways. You were both trying to heal the connection. You were both trying to move it forward. You know, even if it didn't appear that way, even if it appeared it was just you that wanted to move things forward. But there was some kind of thought patterns, could be fears, codependency, basing both of your sense of self-worth on the other person's opinions, reactions, what they were doing, what they weren't doing, kind of thing. So things were going in circles, and this person, they want to get to the positive conclusion now. They want that forward movement. They don't want this connection to keep going in those circles. So let's look at some oracle cards. What's this person thinking and feeling at this time? Let go of control issues. Yeah, so those control issues could have been playing out in a number of ways. It could be that one of you was trying to force the connection to come into a deeper commitment quicker than the other person felt ready. And, you know, one person may have felt like they were ready, but really they weren't. Because they may have been looking for the other person to fill in those voids within and kind of validate, seeking that approval, that love, that attention, that commitment. And it, you know, they were creating a story surrounding that to mean that that would mean that they were lovable after all, if the person committed, especially if they were like being emotionally unavailable. So that the person who was looking for that validation outside of self from the other wasn't as ready for the connection, for the love as they thought they were, because if you'd got together when you were both, because I feel like it was on both sides as well, if you got together when you were both like really dependent upon each other, each other's approval to feel good about yourselves, then it wouldn't have been a healthy, happy relationship. In truth, there would have been a lot of insecurities, a lot of triggering going on within the relationship. So I feel the time of separation has led you to release control issues. It may have forced you to surrender, which is actually allowing your manifestation to come in much more quicker, much more easily. And yeah, the other person who was like the runner may have tried to control things by being resistant, and, you know, they had fears that they were going to be controlled or something. One person was passive, the other person was trying to micromanage too much. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So yeah, this person is going to express their love, express their feelings. There was the Knight of Cups as well. This is really saying that when you release control issues, when you no longer need this person to feel happy, to feel validated, then they will more likely come in and express themselves to you. I never know how to say this, and people have always have told me plenty of times, and I always forget. The skis, the skies, the Sith. It's basically about, to me this is about the harvest, because I'm seeing the Knight of Pentacles as well. So this is someone who moves slowly but surely. They are cutting the ties to the blocks from the past. Yeah, I'm seeing this person may be very methodical. Maybe in the past you both tried to make things happen more quickly than the time was right for, you know, that divine timing, the energetic, what's the word, resonance, what you were aligning with. You know, we need to align with the love vibration in order to be able to give and receive love in a healthy way. I feel like at times maybe you were both trying to rush things. Earth connection. So yeah, this connection is grounding in the 3D and the earth. This is the universal love oracle. I believe these are called the Enchanted Wood oracle cards. So yeah, it's really grounding in the earth now. The roots are growing deep. I always see the branches as like the heavens, the higher realms, the higher dimensional aspect of your connection coming down, taking root on this earth plane. And that Knight of Pentacles is a very earth grounded card as well. Your connection, your relationship is grounding. Whoops, it just fell on the floor. Yeah, fear. This person still has some fear. That may be why things are moving slowly. But I feel like fear is reflecting in many cases. So these are the true love reading cards. What's this person thinking and feeling? They see you as the sacred woman. They see you as the divine feminine. They see you as very powerful, very open-hearted overall, you know, even if you've withdrawn. expressing your emotions at this time. They see you as very beautiful, very powerful, very spiritual. They look up to you. You shine a light. You help to guide them. Sexuality. So they're feeling a lot of desires for you sexually. They see you as not only spiritually, mentally beautiful, they see you as extremely physically beautiful as well, and they're extremely drawn to you at this time. So let's look at some messages from the bag. What are they thinking and feeling right now? We belong together. So yeah, they feel like it's fated. They feel like you are destined to be together. Like I said, they may have taken that for granted in the past and just kind of felt like the universe would make it happen somehow. Overthinking. So this person may have a tendency to kind of talk themselves out of taking action at times because they're overthinking about things, or this could be over daydreaming because it feels safer to live out the connection in the higher dimensional levels. You know, if you've got a strong telepathic connection, or you have some kind of communication, but it's not at this time moving into a real relationship. It may be feel safer to stay in that kind of dynamic, or just daydreaming or living the connection through the mind, rather than, you know, taking that risk in the 3D and things going wrong, or risking rejection. What's this one say? Depressed. So depression may have held this person back in the past as well. They're depressed when they're not with you. They're depressed about any kind of injustice they feel that hurt you. Yeah, safer in the status quo. That's exactly what I was just saying. They felt safer in the situationship because it didn't risk rejection, or, you know, if they could constantly talk about the future, think about the future, fantasize about it, then the connection, the potential, the possibility was always still there, and you're still both holding on to that, and therefore that meant you were still there in their life, and vice versa, rather than if they took action and things fell apart. So yeah, I still feel they're still in this element, like they do want to move things forward, but they still have fear. But yeah, look, they are going to take action. Taking action now to let go, to try and overcome those fears that are causing them to just stay fantasizing rather than fully stepping forward. So the divination dice. Yeah, look, this shows the castle. To me, this always represents 2 towers, like the tower card. You're both in your own individual towers. You are connected, but you're in your individual towers. You're mirroring each other. You both had walls up. You both had fears that open in your heart, fears of being vulnerable. You may feel as though you expressed your true feelings to this person a lot, but at the same time, I feel many of you were just trying to mold yourself in some ways, or impress this person. Fear of just being your true self, in case, you know, you worried that wasn't good enough. So we have could be a scale, but it's making me think of, what's the word? A speedometer, if that's the right word. They want to speed things up, but right now it's on 0. They want movement. Things may have moved very fast in the past, and now, you know, it created some kind of breakdown, and now there's not much movement at all. This connection is really saying that this picture is really saying that you're both spreading your wings, you're both realizing your worth, your true angelic nature, There's the sun here. So this is like happiness. This is freedom, healing of the inner child. This is all helping you to align with each other. The alien gun. So to me, this is saying that you may be starseeds. You may come from different dimensions. This is like a target as well. You know, when you point a gun, you're aiming at something. They want to, it's like they're targeting you. They want to make things happen. They feel alienated in their life, but they feel like you understand them more than anyone else does. Beer, taking action, that is alongside. So they may get some Dutch courage. You may have met where there was alcohol involved. You may hear from them when they've been drinking. So let's look at the charms. Okay, so we have the camera. They're either looking at old photos of you or your social media. They may be communicating to you through photos, posting things for you to see, or this could literally mean that they're into photography. But for the most part, they're looking at your photos. Wow. We have this little diary here which says secret love. So they may be keeping their feelings a secret. Maybe you had a secret relationship. Maybe that's what created the tower moment. Like they weren't publicizing, they weren't making it public that they were with you. This represents the hermit. So this person's had a lot of time to go inwards, to see the light. They've released a lot of baggage. They're going down that path that they thought about and they promised, you know, that new direction, taking action for a long time. This is saying they're actually doing it now. They're taking that action. To me, this represents the winter months, the little cute snowman. This is a Polly Pocket snowman. They may take action in the winter months or something to do with Christmas. This reminds me of the Snowman film and book, where the snowman melts at the end of the story, but then, you know, when it snows again the next year, it comes back to life. So it could be like you feel as though the connection is completely over, but there's going to be a revival perhaps in the winter months. So if you really want to get into the right vibration to be able to attract true commitment, where the person is open, they express their feelings, they come forward, you know where you stand with them, they overcome the fears, the blocks, the wounds, then please check out my really powerful meditation, which is called You Deserve Great Love. In that meditation, and it's also a video lesson as well, which is about an hour long, I help you to get into the right vibration. Basically, it's working with the law of attraction. When we know our worth, when we love ourselves completely, we're in the love vibration, we attract that back to us on the outside. We release the fear. We release the blocks within. So I get you to know your self-worth. Know you deserve the best. And, you know, stop chasing love or approval outside of yourself. And basically it's truly surrendering, and that surrender really shifts your energy, shifts the dynamic, and potentially that could help bring you into a reunion with this person, if this person is for your highest good, if this person is part of your soul contract to be with them. If not, it will get you into the right vibration to attract the person who is right for you, your true soulmate. So that is called You Deserve Great Love, the meditation and the video lesson. Please check that out. All the details are below this video in the description box. And please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Tap the bell icon, turn on all notifications. That will notify you every time I release a new reading. Thank you so much for joining me here. I really do appreciate it. And now I'll move on to the next set of cards. Welcome to set of cards number 2. You've chosen the popcorn. So what's he thinking? What's he feeling? We're going to look into the tarot, the oracle cards, the divination dice, the charms, and pulling messages out of the bag. So stay tuned because a lot of information is going to come through. Okay, so we're going to start off with the Rider-Waite Tarot today, which is my favorite deck. So what is this person thinking and feeling about you at this time? Okay, so they're suffering excessively with anxiety. They're having a lot of doubts, a lot of fears, a lot of worries. They're worrying about what you think of them. There's judgment in reverse. They may be worrying about what other people are going to think of them. I'm picking up that this person is going through an intense spiritual awakening, which may have been catalyzed by your connection. And so this is a case of someone who once was more asleep in life, for lack of a better term. And since meeting you, it's really opened their eyes. It's made them become much more aware of their soul truth. It's really like caused them to shift out of a lot of illusions. I still feel as though they're in a place of confusion. They're in this transition phase between, you know, releasing old illusions and fully coming into their true self, having a lot of awakening, epiphanies, much greater enlightenment. But right now, this person's feeling as though they're in this strange place. They may feel as though they're losing their mind and going crazy, but really they are kind of losing a part of their mind. They're losing the illusions, the social conditioning within the subconscious mind. They're losing the ego identity. You know, because when we're young and when we, as we're growing up, we believe that who we are is based on, you know, our achievements, our failures, people's criticism, other people's praises, the inner voice, you know, what the inner voice is telling us, whether positive or negative. We believe for a long time that that is who we truly are, but that is just a collection of thoughts, a collection of belief systems and stories within the ego mind. So that identification is breaking away, it's crumbling for this person, and I feel as though they don't consciously realize what's happening. They feel it to them it seems as though they're losing their mind, but they're just losing that aspect of their mind. So they're feeling all over the place. They're having a lot of self-judgment that's holding them back. They want to come forward. They want rapid movement. They want communication. They want harmony. They want things to work easily between you both, but they have a lot of insecurities. And yeah, if they're becoming more spiritual, they may be really like fearful of the people around them, like humiliating them, the people who aren't going to understand. So, you know, they're no longer resonating with the people around them. They're feeling very frightened. This is like a huge like distraction for them at this time. This is a part of the divine process of awakening. It's almost like a rite of passage. So this person has to go through that. They can't speed it up. They're going through the dark night of the soul. A lot of things crumbling, but it's to make more room for the truth to come in, them to realize things, and eventually they will realize the true meaning of your connection. They will remember their true self, and once they overcome their fears, they will be able to move forward towards you. But yeah, they have a lot of insecurities at this time. I feel like that's causing them to stall. That's causing them to second guess and not take action. A lot of self-judgment. But they're worrying about what other people think of them. But yeah, it's a reflection of their self-judgment. They may be worrying excessively what you think of them. You know, they may think you're out of their league or something like that. And that's what's triggered all this anxiety and insecurity. But yeah, their biggest desire is for them to be able to communicate effectively with you, and for this to manifest in the 3D a lot more than it is at this time. Whoops. So, what are they thinking and feeling at this time? Yeah, King of Swords in reverse. So yeah, this person isn't being their true self. They're repressing their emotions. This person is coming across as cold, as distant. It's like trying to get blood out of a stone, trying to get them to express themselves. They're very repressed. It's like their voice is repressed. I feel like this is to do with their upbringing. They may have like severe social anxiety, or they may have severe like fears and anxieties when it comes to dating. But yeah, they're very repressed. It is most likely a pattern which they learnt from childhood. And so, you know, this person may learn to be a bit deceitful or just not be their true selves, like an intense major mask that they wore. You know, like if you're a young child and you feel as though your parents are always having a go at you, then you feel like you can't be your true self because you're going to keep getting told off. So then you learn to just lie all the time. It may be something like that. And then it's just kind of snowballed for this person and became a pattern of them just withdrawing their true self from the world, like from everyone, and feeling and just sort of getting used to that pattern, and then feeling that it's incredibly scary to be true and vulnerable. You know, they may have just got used to being in this kind of place where they put on a front and they don't let anyone really know the real them, or they felt like their parents weren't there for them emotionally, and so they became overly like independent, self-sufficient. And this may be someone who struggles to open up and ask for help, and they kind of do everything for themselves, but they're isolating themselves. What they're thinking and feeling at this time. The Hierophant in reverse. So yeah, this person may have a lot of like traditions that they're expected to live up to. So it could be like a religion. You could be of different religions or different backgrounds or cultures for some of you. Or this is just some kind of upbringing which has been holding this person back. And I feel over the long period they're going to be breaking away from that repression or oppression. They're going to, they felt like they had to live up to some kind of expectation, is what I'm picking up. And this is really what's blocked them majorly in their life. It blocked their true expression. Like they feel like they just have to be a people pleaser, and it's most likely family. And so that's a major block to them feeling like they're safe to be their true self. So that's what's really blocking them in your connection as well. But they're going to be breaking away from that slowly but surely. They're in a little bit of denial, I feel, of the spiritual side, or they just don't understand this spiritual awakening that's happening to them. And this King of Swords in reverse is like they're being overly logical. They're resisting this divine communication from spirit, because you may be twin flames. Doesn't necessarily have to mean that, but this is like you and the other person, the spiritual aspect. And they're either in resistance because they feel like they're losing their mind, so they're trying to be overly logical, or they're just not understanding what's going on right now, what they're thinking and feeling. A Page of Cups in reverse. This is saying your connection came as a surprise to them. They didn't see it coming. They're very repressed when it comes to their communication, because the page is wearing a lot of blue, which is the throat chakra. So this person may be hot and cold with their communication, or they're very overly sensitive to any kind of rejection, so they retreat. In some cases it could be that they lash out with their words to push you away, but for the most part I feel like this person retreats. The Empress in reverse. So this connection is wanting to blossom, it's wanting to grow. This person's repressing that. Very fearful. It feels like I said, they feel like they're going crazy, literally, but they're not. They're coming out of the illusions, but because so many people are unawakened in life, they feel as though they're the ones that are going mad when they are waking up, because they no longer resonate. People don't understand what they're trying to say. Other people are thinking this person's crazy. So this could be that they had a mother or a father or some kind. It's most likely a female figure in their childhood that was repressing this person from expressing their truth, being their truth. Someone that was overly mothering, someone who didn't trust this person to be able to make their own decisions in life, or a mother who was manipulative, critical, abusive kind of thing, and that's had a lasting effect on this person. So that is what's repressing this person a lot. What's this person thinking and feeling, please? Yeah, they do want to move your connection forward. They want, like I said, overall, they want things to ground. They want the communication to get better. They want things to really manifest, become real, a real relationship. At times they may try to rush things, but it's energetically they're not in the right place, because they need a lot of healing, a lot of inner child healing is what I'm feeling. So what is this King of Swords about in reverse, please, in terms of what they're thinking and feeling about you at this time? Yeah, we have the Knight of Wands. So this person is feeling very passionate. They want to race in. They're having a lot of sexual thoughts and desires for you. Very fiery energy. But this is clarifying the King of Swords in reverse. So that they're doing it. They're going about it in the wrong way. I feel like they're trying to fake their confidence, or they're trying to hide their feelings. Maybe some of them just wanting sexual liaisons and making out like it's a no strings thing. Maybe even trying to convince themselves of that because that feels safer. Something definitely here to do with them not being their true selves. For some it could be that they're actively being deceitful, but for some it's more like just a mask to try and protect themselves. So yeah, this person, they may have had a mother who never let them make their own decisions, kind of thing, an overly controlling mother, and so this is what was making them feel oppressed. This is what they will be rebelling against eventually, but they don't know what direction to go in. They don't know. They feel confused. They're like, is this connection with you something amazing, or is it, something scary, something negative? Is it going to hurt them? So they're feeling in the dark. They're like, what's going on? This person, I do think they're obsessing about this. I feel like they have a head versus heart thing going on. They're just trying to find clarity. They're just trying to work out what this is about, what they're supposed to do with this. This is saying that healing, balance will be restored within the connection eventually, but I feel like that will take quite a long time. Because I feel like this person is emotionally all over the place right now. The Chariot, what they're thinking and feeling with this Chariot card. Magician, yeah, they're wanting to move your connection forward. They're wanting to manifest, create this new beginning. But yeah, I feel like they may be trying to force things a bit too much. Even if it appears like they're just running away, I feel like there have been times where this person's trying to force things. They may be trying to force themselves to be ready before they are. I feel like a lot of things need to be experienced to trigger healing within this person and within you as well before you can come together in a harmonious way. So let's look at some oracle cards. The Romance Angels oracle cards. What they're thinking and feeling. New love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. You deserve love. You are lovable. So for some of you, this is quite a new connection is what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like you may be young, or this is just like the initial stages of the awakening process for at least one of you. And so this is all new to this person. It's really triggering their insecurities, their wounds. This connection is going to really help them to know their worth, know that they deserve love, know that they are lovable. But again, I feel like it's going to be quite a long process. Where's those other cards? These are the Enchanted Woods Lenormand cards. The Sun, the House, the Lady. Those are really positive. The Sun is one of the most positive in this deck, and it's the Ace of Pentacles. So in the tarot, the Sun is about like healing of the inner child as well. So there is light at the end of the tunnel. In this connection, this person is going to reach out and make an offer. And we have the House as well. So the connection is going to be grounding. They see you as this beautiful lady. The Ace of Swords. So yeah, they're going to communicate their truth. The King of Cups. They do feel this deep love for you. They want the home. They want the happiness. They want you. I do feel like they are going to reach out. But I don't think this process is going to be that simple. I don't feel like it's a case of they're going to reach out, you're going to get together and everything's going to be amazing and you have this commitment straight away. I feel there's going to be stages of this where they reach out and then they may be retreating again. Just different stages of triggering and healing, and it's an ongoing process. Manifestation. So we have the Magician and manifestation. So your goals, your dreams in this connection will manifest. Self-respect. And this is above that. You deserve love. You are lovable. So there's going to be definitely strong lessons within this connection on both sides, I feel, to do with self-respect, self-love, healthy boundaries, not, learning not to look to the other person for your sense of worth or for happiness, finding that within yourselves as individuals before you fully align, before you fully manifest. There's two infinity symbols here, so that to me is suggesting you are mirroring each other. These are the Universal Love Oracle cards. Yeah, this connection, there's going to be so much spiritual growth. And that takes a while. I know that sounds frustrating. Yeah, overcoming fear as well, overcoming insecurities. So I know that sounds disappointing, but it's a very intense connection in terms of soul growth. So let's pull some messages from the bag. Expectations. Okay, so I feel like there's been a lot of expectations placed upon this connection from both sides. Expectations placed upon self. You may have high expectations of this person. They may have high expectations of you. There may be some unrealistic expectations, like I've been talking about, you know, expecting the other person or believing they should fill in your voids, and vice versa. I feel like some of those expectations are going to need to be released, because oh no, that was in the previous reading. Trust issues. So yeah, I feel like this person doesn't know whether to trust their head or their heart. For some reason, they may not be fully trusting you. That could be something to do with their past. It could be something to do with what's happened between you. Lessons in self-love, yeah. Spiritual growth. So yeah, I do feel a lot of lessons are going to happen. I'm sorry. So they're sorry for any ways in which they hurt you or triggered you or felt like they couldn't live up to your expectations. Depressed. So yeah, maybe depression. They may have a poor self-image that's really holding them back. They're not in that love vibration within themselves to fully be able to align with you in terms of being able to have a healthy, happy relationship with you at this time. So let's look at the divination dice next. What are they thinking and feeling? We have the cauldron. So this again reminds me of the magician, because you know the witch puts all these ingredients into the cauldron, heats it up, stirs it, creates this blend to manifest something, create something. So this could be like a spell, not literally, but like figuratively. They may be somehow trying to either change themselves, because a lot of these spells are about like transformation or changing temporarily. Again, it could be like they're wearing a mask. They think they have to be something that they're not in order to attract you or keep you attracted. But in a broader sense, it's like that magician card. They're trying to create this new beginning. They're trying to blend your energies together perfectly. Yeah, they're feeling emotionally all over the place. The stormy seas. Trust issues. So yeah, again, I feel it's like the head versus heart. They're swinging from one extreme to the other. The bull could be a Taurus, but this is like bull in a china shop. Someone, you know, may not know how to express themselves in a graceful kind of way, or they could have this self-destructive kind of energy or tendency. Yeah, I see the bow and arrows. So this is like, to me it reminds me of Cupid, and look, wow, we had you deserve love with the bow and arrow. So to me, this is saying this person doesn't realize yet that they deserve love. Could be you as well, not realizing that you are lovable. And so, you know, in this one, she's actively pointing at the target. But in here, this is like the bow and arrows kind of put to the side right now. This is saying that there will come a time when this person will really take action, but right now there's no action going on, because there is this healing going on within. Thinking, trying to figure things out. Yeah, the storms, this could be a tower moment that's happened or will happen. This is also like the Three of Swords, the heartbreak card. It's because of fear. They're fearing being heartbroken. They're fearing losing you at that tower moment. They're fearing things crumbling apart. They're going through the crumbling of their ego identity. Feel like they're losing their mind. It's very scary for them at this time. I love you to the moon and back. So this is the moon card. This is the card of that subconscious coming up into the conscious awareness. It is awakening from subconscious conditioning, illusions. It's also, the moon card is about fear, needing to go down that path of the unknown. This person's going through the dark night of the soul. So that is why they are distant at this time. They need this time to go inwards. So the moon energy, they're going inwards right now. But they're going to come back once they've healed. I love you to the moon and back. We have the letter here. This is like communication. You may be receiving written communication from this person very soon. Yeah. This says it all. Cinderella's pumpkin. This is like, you know, we have the cauldron here as well. And I said this person may be trying to turn themselves into something that they're not in order to impress you. Cinderella has the fairy godmother turn her into the appearance of a princess in order to attract the prince. Because, you know, she feels like she wouldn't be good enough in all her rags. She wouldn't be good enough just the way she is. So they put a spell on her to be more attractive, basically, to the prince. And yeah, when it comes down to it, when the clock strikes midnight and the spell is broken, she runs away. So this is why this person is running away from you. If they get too close to you, you might see beyond the mask or the pretense that they're putting on to try and impress you. Storms don't last forever. So this is saying there is hope that you will both overcome this. The difficulties will be overcome. Rainbow represents healing. This could be about pride for some of you as well. The clock, the tower, Big Ben could literally be to do with London for some of you. It's about divine timing. The tower moment that's happening, the crumbling of the ego self, that's very scary to go through, but the tower is always a blessing in disguise. So things that aren't serving this person are breaking down, breaking away to make room for their highest good to come in, or for them to align with their highest good. We have the starfish. The star is about healing emotionally. I love this charm. I love the detail on it. If it will zoom in. No. There we go. So healing their emotions, following the intuition as well. This is saying that there's purity, there's divinity, the innocence of the inner children, the inner child. We have the headphones here, so it could be something to do with music. They may be communicating with you through music. You may be chatting online, and you're using like headphones and microphones, some of you. So if you would really like to get into the right vibration where you attract a healthy relationship where the person really comes forward, expresses themselves, you know where you stand with them, all the fears, the blocks, the wounds are overcome, they treat you with respect, they're truly dependable, they cherish you, they want the same things as you, then please check out my really powerful meditation, which is called You Deserve Great Love. It's a meditation, but it's also an audio lesson as well, where I really help you work with the law of attraction to get into the right vibration of really knowing your self-worth, knowing that you deserve the best. I help you to stop chasing after love, approval, validation outside of yourself. I help you to heal your inner child. Know your worth. Know that you deserve the best in relationships as well. And then you become that vibration, and that's what you attract on the outside. You know, whatever vibration we are within is what we attract on the outside. So I've got really amazing feedback on my website for that as well, which you can see through the link. All the details for You Deserve Great Love is below this video in the description box. So please check that out, and please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Tap the bell icon, turn on all notifications, and that will notify you every time I release a new reading, which is about every other day. And thank you so much for joining me here. I really appreciate it. And now I'll move on to the next set of cards. Welcome to set of cards number 3. You've chosen the Polaroid camera. So what's he thinking? What's he feeling? We're going to look into the tarot, the oracle cards, the divination dice, the charms, and pulling messages out of the bag. So stay tuned, because a lot of information is going to come through. Okay, so we're going to start off with the Rider-Waite Tarot, which is my favorite deck. So what's this person thinking and feeling about you and your connection at this time, please? Ace of Swords. They want victory. They want communication. They want to come forward with a new beginning, a fresh start. They want to be their true, authentic self. They want to fight for your connection. This is all about expression. This person is seeing clearly now, and they're going to be taking action on that clarity which they see. So stepping into their personal empowerment as well. It could be they're releasing anything that isn't serving them or your connection in order to move forward in a much more positive way. What they're thinking and feeling. Justice, yeah. So this is definitely they're releasing something or someone that isn't serving them anymore. This person is knowing their worth. They know they deserve the best, and so they're making it happen. They could be going through some legalities, but they're going to have a favourable outcome. This could be divorce in some cases. But justice. They're putting in the time, the effort. They're doing the right things, and it's going to pay off. It's going to pay off in terms of a victory for themselves and for your connection. The Five of Swords in reverse. So there's been some difficulties. There's been some power struggles. They've needed to push someone away or something away in their past. They may have subconsciously pushed you away because they weren't in the right place in the past to be able to take your relationship forward, because there were certain things they needed to resolve, tie up loose ends, something they needed to face, release from the past before they can be in the right place, have enough room in their life to welcome in this new beginning with you. So if they've pushed you away in the past, they want justice. They want to give you an explanation. They want to communicate with you again. They may even want to give you an apology. They don't want these struggles because they realize that their pain was pushing you away. It was causing them to either have harsh words or be completely emotionally shut down, not communicating, stonewalling you perhaps. And they realised that that left you with the Two of Swords, which is confusion. They left you thinking or wondering, should I hold on to this connection or not? Should I invest in this person or not? They know that they've left you in a place of confusion. They've left things up in the air. Some of you may have walked away, and now they want to come back in because they are in a much better place to really take things forward. I'm hearing them saying, I've changed, I really have. And they want to prove that to you now. What they're thinking and feeling, please, at this time. Six of Cups. Wow, they want a reconciliation. This is someone from your past returning to your life. This is a soulmate card. The boy is offering the girl the cup with the flowers in. This person's going to wear their heart on their sleeve. They are going to express how they've been feeling. This flowers could be like an apology. This is healing of the inner children within you both. 6 is the number of love. So this person's going to make amends. They're just in the right place now to have a healthy relationship with you. What are they thinking and feeling at this time? Yeah, forward movement. And it's balance. They're much more balanced within themselves. And that balance, that yin yang, is allowing them to move forward. Wow, there's so many cards here about forward movement, communication, apologies, perhaps in some cases. So let's pull some clarifier cards. The Ace of Swords is 7 of Cups in reverse. They may have had a lot of options, or they may have had a lot of things on their plate. They may have felt as though they couldn't take action. They couldn't make that choice that they needed to make in the past. And so they may have been communicating to you from afar, talking about the future, but not being able to make it a reality in the past. They may have... what was I going to say? Yeah, they may have been daydreaming, fantasizing, but because they felt like they couldn't actually ground the connection in the past. Whatever they were trying to escape from, or, you know, say goodbye to, move on from, at times they definitely were daydreaming and fantasizing about you a lot as a form of escapism from the unhappiness that they were feeling in their life. So what's this Justice about, please? The High Priestess. Wow, this is another card about balance as well, with the yin and the yang, just like in the Chariot. And this, you know, the High Priestess sits in front of that veil, the veil between the 3D and the higher dimensions. So the moon as well, this person has gone through the energy of healing their subconscious. They've had a lot of awakening. They now see beyond that veil of illusion, which they couldn't see before. There was too much on their plate, all these options. Look at this cloud. That was clouding their judgment, clouding them from being able to see clearly. But now they're the High Priestess. They see beyond the illusion. I see this person's trying to protect your connection. She's almost sitting in front of that veil, protecting that gateway to the higher dimensions. This person's trying to protect your connection from perhaps outside influences. And that's what this Justice is about. They felt as though they have to free themselves from someone or something, because it may have been threatening to interfere with your connection. If this person came towards you before they sorted out their past. So what's this 5 of Swords in reverse about, please? The Devil. Wow. There may have been codependency in your connection. Maybe you were trying to get them to commit or express themselves or come forward before they were ready. They felt chained to something or someone. They could have been in a karmic relationship, or they may still be in that relationship, but they're coming out of that now. They're trying to, they may have been trying to run away from their past or a karmic person, but they couldn't get away because they needed to really learn the lessons rather than just running away from it. They needed to end that karmic contract, justice, the law. Could have been a marriage contract or something like that. Facing their inner demons, facing their fears, their wounds, seeing beyond them, releasing all that in the past. And the Six of Cups, what they're thinking and feeling. The Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So you may have had to withdraw from them if they couldn't be there for you 100%, if they couldn't commit 100%. You felt as though you needed to honour yourself, keep living your life, not put yourself on hold, not wait around. So some of you may have had to withdraw from this person, and that is really like giving them the inspiration to take that action finally. Or it could be that they're releasing themselves from a mother kind of figure or some kind of feminine female who's controlling them, it could be manipulative, it could be, that person where they have that karmic contract with. Releasing from that now, no longer being so influenced by that person, so they can be more of their true self and do their own thing and come towards you. The Chariot, is clarified by the Knight of Wands. They have a lot of passion. They're going to come racing in. The Wands are about goals, aspirations. They're really going to take action on those goals once and for all. Moving forward. Let's pull some messages from the bag next. Overthinking, and that is near that Seven of Cups in reverse. So they were overthinking. That was that devil energy, them getting stuck on thinking like worst case scenarios, or overthinking could be them over daydreaming rather than taking action in the past. They may be fearful of letting go of the past because they're thinking like worst case scenarios. Even when we're in unhappy situations, sometimes we still fear being on our own, in case of ending up alone. So this person may have fears about that happening. They need more confidence in their independence kind of thing. Astral connection. So they feel deeply connected with you, with that High Priestess as well. They feel very connected with you in the higher dimensions. The overthinking might mean that they got overly connected. There was codependency astrally, like it felt safer perhaps to stay connected to you in the higher realms, but fearful of actually making things real in 3D, because when it's like an astral connection, you're much more likely, or much less likely, I should say, to be rejected in a higher dimensional connection rather than in the 3D. Or they just felt like they were stuck in some kind of relationship with someone else or something else in their life. So they were living out this connection a lot through their mind, through their daydreaming. Okay, I've accidentally tipped a message out on the floor. I feel like it's going to be relevant. Karma to settle, and that is over that Devil card. So they may be in a karmic connection with someone else where they have to learn those lessons, And so they felt as though they could only connect with you astrally in the present moment. Lessons in self-love. So yeah, I feel like they're not loving themselves enough, and that is why that's partly why they're in a toxic relationship, perhaps with someone else. And there's just karma about learning self-love for both of you, I feel. Yeah, fear of rejection. So that is why they're overthinking things. They're getting stuck in daydreaming. That is the card of daydreaming as well. But being a little bit ungrounded, and yeah, thinking about the astral connection, and they're trying to protect that connection they feel with you in the divine. It's like in the 3D. She's sitting in the 3D. So this person's in the 3D. They're putting on. They're living their life, putting on some sort of pretense. They're going through the motions, but really deep down, behind closed doors, when they're alone, they're turning to go through that gateway into the astral, into the higher dimensions, which is where they're really connecting with you. So let's pull some of the divination dice next. Snake. So yeah, there's someone in their life who, beneath that is the whip as well. There's someone in their life that is like this devil energy, toxic energy, manipulative, abusive, controlling. And you're like the opposite, I feel. Yeah, they're looking into the mirror. They're doing the healing work. This could also be someone that's very vain, like that person they're dealing with is very vain, and they can't handle the fact that this person is now in love with you. They may feel like they have to provide for someone financially. So music, they may be communicating to you through music. They may be into music, they may play music, music is about harmony as well. They want harmony. I just looked into the bag here. Where was that? But the image I saw was this one. As soon as I looked into the bag, I saw this one. Someone feels tied up in their current circumstances. They've got these chains on as well. So that was relevant. Wow, look. They feel like they're in that castle. They feel stuck inside that building. Like they may live with someone, they feel stuck with them, but they want to open up the gate, they want to let you in, they want to open up their walls, let their walls down, let their guard down with you. The elephant, this person has a good memory. Like they may remember conversations or things that happened between you years ago, because you mean so much to them that they like remember everything that you say. But shield, yeah. They've got their defenses up. They need to have a healthy boundary with this kind of toxic situation that they're in. Let's look at the charms. What's going to happen is the question for the charms. What's going to happen in your connection? What's going to happen? It's going to be a tower moment for this person. They're going to free themselves from that connection, the bomb. This is like an explosion in that relationship, breaking down the walls, breaking down the connection. You're going to be hearing from this person. I feel like they're going to express their love to you, because we have Cupid's arrow as well as the letter. You're going to receive some written communication about their feelings. That's just a back to one of the charms. And they're going to tell you how much they love you. We have the I love you heart. And the dog. This is like loyalty. They feel like you are their best friend. They may feel as though they have to stay loyal in this connection that they're already in. But they are going to break away from that eventually, because their heart remains loyal to you. And like I said, they feel like you are their best friend. So if you'd really like to get into the right vibration to attract a healthy relationship where the person opens up to you, overcoming any obstacles, you know where you stand with them, they are truly dependable, they're truly there for you, then please check out my really powerful meditation, which is called You Deserve Great Love. And that is not only a meditation, it comes with a audio lesson as well, which I believe is about an hour long. And I really help you work with the law of attraction to get into the right vibration, because whatever vibration we are on the inside is what we manifest on the outside. So I really help you to know your self-worth, have incredible self-love, knowing that you deserve the best. I help you to stop chasing love, approval, validation outside of yourself. You know, I help you to create that within so that you do know that you deserve the best. And therefore, that's what manifests. That's what you attract. So potentially it can help you to come into union with this person if that is part of your soul contract, to be with this person. If not, it will help you to get into the right vibration to attract your true soulmate, the person who is for your highest good and who is completely available to have the kind of relationship that you deserve. So again, that is called You Deserve Great Love. I have amazing feedback on the link which is below this video for that as well. So please check that out. Please also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Tap the bell icon, turn on all notifications. That will notify you every time I release a new reading, which is about every other day. Thank you so much for joining me here. I really do appreciate it. And now I'll move on to the next set of cards. Welcome to set of cards number 4. You've chosen the globe. So what is he thinking? What is he feeling? We're going to look into the tarot, the oracle cards, the divination dice, the charms, and pull the messages out of the bag. So stay tuned because a lot of information is going to come through. Okay, so we're starting off with the Rider-Waite Tarot. How does this person feel about you? What are they thinking at this time? These cards wanting to come out. 3 of Cups in reverse and 4 of Pentacles. Okay, so I feel as though this person really enjoys going out, going drinking. They may be a little bit stubborn. This could be Peter Pan syndrome. This person doesn't want to grow up. They're kind of holding on tightly to their current position. And this is, you know, they're in a place of resistance. This pentacle is over their crown chakra. So it's like they're not allowing themselves to fully receive the downloads, the messages from the divine, from spirit, from their higher self. There's another pentacle over their heart. So they're repressing their feelings, their emotions. They may be coming across as cold-hearted. They're not moving forward at this time. They're staying stuck in their current position. 3 of Cups in reverse. It could be like third-party situations. It could be flirtations with other people. Or it could be just some kind of lifestyle that they're really holding on to that's blocking your connection. There may be some immaturity here. Okay, so what is this about? Okay, yeah, there's the Page of Swords. This is like a part of them is wanting to move towards you, but then they keep looking back over their shoulders. So yeah, it could be hot and cold behavior. It could be that they're, you know, communicating with you, but then they're wanting to move things forward with you in a way, but then they're wishy-washy. They may be on the fence. They're holding on to other things that are directly opposing your connection. So another clarifier, please. What is this 3 of Cups in reverse about, please? What is this third-party energy? Could be a person. It could be something else. What is the 3 of Cups in reverse about, please? The Magician in reverse. Okay, so this person, they could be all smoke and mirrors. This is about trickery. They're not being their true self with you. This could be someone that is overly focused on finances, popularity, what people think of them. You know, there could be the type of person that thinks that having all material stuff is going to make them popular. It's like they want people to envy them, kind of thing, and think that they're a successful person. It could be that they flirt with a lot of people as well, and they're basing how attractive they are to the opposite sex, or whoever. That they think they look good if a lot of people are attracted to them. Ten of Wands in reverse. So yeah, this person is holding a lot of insecurities, is what I'm feeling. Or the Ten of Wands, it's like they've got a lot on their plate. It's like they're creating a lot of drama, or they've got a lot of people surrounding them, is what I'm feeling. They're trying to really hold up some sort of image of themselves, and it's a struggle because it's not their real self. They're not seeing clearly. This person, I feel like they have this immaturity. Smoke and mirrors, it's like that. They can't even see past their own deception. Okay, so what are they thinking and feeling about you at this time? Page of Cups. Seven of Wands in reverse. Okay, so this person, they may have a lot of pride. They may be someone that's like, I don't fall in love. They may be at that like young age where they're kind of ridiculed by their friends if they have feelings for someone. So they may be hiding their feelings, or they may be like, I'm just going to be a bachelor. I'm going to attract a lot of people. I'm going to be a player kind of energy. And but when you've come along, it's like deep down they feel more intensely than what they normally feel for someone, and so that is knocking them off their feet. They're trying to be defensive, they're trying to push you away, they're trying to keep up this pretense, but you've brought out this little like naive like side of them. Like deep down beneath this pretense, this person is kind of a youthful energy, and they do have vulnerabilities. The mask that they're wearing is like they're trying to act how they would like to be, how they would like to be seen. So a lot of immaturity here, but deep down it's like they do have these feelings for you, which are more intense than they're making out, especially to other people. But this is someone who doesn't know how to communicate effectively. I definitely feel like this is a young person for many of you, or it's just someone that's very immature. But there is like an innocence about them. I feel like you are attracted to their innocence, and you're like, I wish they were just their true self all the time. Their true self is much better, much nicer than the pretense, the mask that they're trying to wear. It's like they're ashamed of their true self. They're ashamed of their sensitivity. They're ashamed of their true nature, which may be to be very lovable. But I feel like they've been ridiculed, or they've been brought up in some kind of way where it was, all about hiding emotions, being like I'm seeing like an ape like bashing his chest sort of thing. This person's been taught that it's much better for men to be aggressive or closed down emotionally, or enjoying drinking, partying, fast cars, all those kind of stereotypes, rather than being a sensitive kind of person, emotional person. What are they thinking and feeling about you at this time? options, missing out on an opportunity. You've been trying to give them your heart, you've been trying to reach out to them, you've been trying to reach them really into their heart, into that innocent part of them. They've been folding their arms, looking away, focusing on those 3 cups. So again, it could be like they like going partying, or they drink a lot, or they're overindulged in things, and they're like stubbornly just refusing you coming forward. And it's because this person, they like to have a lot of options. I believe it is that immaturity thing, where they don't want to settle down, they want to keep partying, they don't want to grow up, they don't want to take responsibility, they want to have a good time. They feel like they feel there's this pressure from their friends to be like that as well. And so they're not taking you seriously. They're very much preoccupied with all this other stuff. But at times when they're alone, they do think of you, and they feel those feelings, but it's only like when it suits them that they may like reach out and express themselves. But then, I feel like they're choosing the partying scene, or they're choosing their friends, or they're choosing how they're appearing to other people over you. I feel like they're disrespecting you, what they're thinking and feeling. Yeah, this is delays, obstacles, could be drama, it could be sporadic, like communication, like sometimes they're racing in to your life, or they're shooting you a message, but then not at all, they're ghosting you, they're pushing you away, not focusing on you, certainly not taking this connection seriously. Yeah, Knight of Wands, they may be rushing in and out of your life. They may be wanting no strings attached, sex or something in some cases, but then they just disappear, and you're like trying to reach out for an explanation, and they're like ghosting you, you're blanking your messages or something. What are they thinking? The world. What's this world about? Yeah, I feel like the conclusion here in this connection is that they're not going to move towards you. The Page of Wands in reverse. This is kind of like sometimes they have goals and aspirations to be with you, but then it's like they're wishy-washy. They're not really like committed to following through with their promises or their goals, because other things are like they're prioritizing other things over your connection. So this is the Enchanted Woods Lenormand cards. The Anchor, 9 of Swords. Okay, so what's this anchor about? I'm going to pull another one. Okay, what I'm hearing from Spirit is the anchor is like, they don't want to be tied down. They have fears of commitment, of being tied down, because 9 of Swords is like fears, anxieties, worries. There's the Mountain and the 8 of Wands. So yeah, that's about communication, but the Mountains is like difficulties. It's like an uphill struggle. They'll be communicating sometimes, but then other times they won't be. They retreat. I feel like you should retreat from this connection. It's time to disconnect from this person. Yeah, they race in and then they retreat, maybe with their arm linked with someone else. Let your friends help you. So yeah, I do feel like this person has a lot of people surrounding them. I think they care more about what their friends think of them You may be talking a lot to your friends. Your friends may not like this person, and it is because they see that this person isn't treating you right. These are the Universal Love Oracle cards. You have Healing Sounds, Sacred Union. It's interesting. Okay. I feel like some of you are holding out for a sacred union. You may feel as though this person is your twin flame. I feel in most cases it is most likely a karmic contract where you feel this intense magnetism, and you do know this person from a past life, and you have this soul contract, but it's to trigger you both. It's to trigger you to heal and have that sacred union within yourself. That means coming back to knowing your worth. Healing sounds. So it may really benefit you to listen to meditations or binaural beats, or listening to ASMR or something, whatever you're called to listening to help you with your healing process. That's going to be beneficial to you. So I'm going to pull out a couple of clarifiers. Where's those cards? For the sacred union. What's this sacred union mean? Divine guidance. Tantric union. Celebration. Okay, so I feel like this sacred union, you're going to be reunited with the divine, with your soul family. Like this connection really opened you up to your soul family again, and to God, and to remembering your true self. Tantric union, you may have had a lot of sexual experiences with this person. Celebration and peace. Is this connection truly bringing you peace? Because I feel for most of you it isn't. I feel this is really saying that you're going to find the peace within yourself, and the real union is going to be with spirit and with your true self. I feel like this connection in the long run will help you to get into the right place to meet your true soulmate when the time is right. Rainbow Reviver. So they want a revival of the connection sometimes, but there is this issue of compatibility. I feel like you're not compatible in the long run. You're like these birds or ships passing in the night. Like your worlds collide at times, but you're always going in different directions overall. So the Rainbow Reviver, this is about your self-healing as well, rising up in your own vibration. Let's pull some messages from the bag. Heaven on earth. So yeah, there is this like electric, euphoric quality to this connection, but like I said, it's because you do know each other from the higher realms. That doesn't necessarily mean that you're destined to be together though in this lifetime. I do feel it's about learning lessons. It's connected you with the divine. That's what that union I feel is about. Scared of losing you. So they are scared of that, but I definitely feel they're not in the right place or the mature mindset to be able to have a healthy relationship with you. Reach out. They will reach out, but then I feel like they will go silent again. Yeah, hiding my feelings. They will reach out. They're scared of losing you, but they're going to hide their feelings. In the palm of your hand. So yeah, this person has like fears of being crushed, emotionally, that may be why they have that Page of Cups energy. Like there is like a childlike quality to them. They're acting very childish, but at the same time they're kind of fragile. Their ego's fragile, but that is why they're living so much, to try and boost their ego, because their ego is very fragile deep down. Let's pull some divination dice. The egg. Hatch. Something's about to hatch. I feel like you're gonna have a rebirth, like in terms of realizing that you deserve better than this. The Mirror. This person's very vain. There's a lot of vanity. They may be narcissistic. This is also saying that you're going to look in the mirror and be honest with yourself. You're going to have that rebirth. I feel like you're going to be moving. Like I said, ships passing in the night. You're going to be moving forward. Cutting the ties with the axe. Walking away with the boots. And the charms. So we have the bomb. To me, this represents a tower moment. I feel like you're going to be honest with yourself, and things, it's going to crack. Things are going to break apart. But it's a good thing. We have don't be a prick with the cactus. So yeah, you've been hurt many times by this person. They've acted very childish. They've been selfish. They've not cared about your emotions. But even though this feels really personal, it's not, because your soul agreed to meet this person in order to trigger those wounds, in order for you to, you know, give and give and give to this person, for them to not give back equally. And then that may potentially make you reach or hit rock bottom, and then hopefully that's going to make you realize that you are a giving, loyal person. You're very generous, you're very loving, and hopefully you're going to realize that you deserve that in return. So there's the Eiffel Tower, which is all about romance. Okay. I feel like you are hoping for marriage with the wedding bells. You are hoping this person was your twin flame with the swan. But this is also about knowing your worth. You know, the story of the ugly duckling turning into the beautiful swan. You're realizing your worth now. There is healing that's occurring within you. There's this Christmas candle here. So I'm actually feeling that by Christmas time, you're actually going to feel much happier within yourself. It may seem like the most difficult thing to release this person, but I feel like this attachment, this karmic, like magnetic pull, is to do with needing to learn the lesson of like that self-worth and knowing that you deserve better, and not to base your worth on this person's actions at all. Like, you need to ask yourself, why are you subconsciously giving your power away to allow anyone outside of yourself to determine how you see yourself, how you feel about yourself? Because only you, in truth, are responsible for your emotional well-being and that self-worth, and knowing that you deserve the best and feeling good. So you're going to have this major transformation. This connection is really going to be a wake-up call, and that is why you felt so drawn to them, because it's such a major lesson that you're going to be learning. This reminds me of the Romance Angel Oracle card, which shows this bow and arrow, and it's called You Deserve Love. You are lovable. So that's what you're going to realize. You're going to get off the karmic wheel. You're going to steer your ship, because you know I said ships passing in the night. You're going to steer your ship away from this person and into a much brighter future is what I'm feeling. So if you would like to really get into a high vibration where you're in a place of inner peace, self-love, knowing your worth, so that in the future, you know, when you're ready, you can attract a true soulmate, someone that is truly there for you, dependable, who loves, adores and cherishes you, who, yeah, you know, is mature, then please check out my meditation, which is called You Deserve Great Love. I help you with the law of attraction to really get into that vibration where you're no longer looking for love or searching for approval or validation outside of yourself. You become everything that you've been looking for, basically, from another person. You become that self-love, that happiness, that joy, that peace within, and then that attracts back to you on the outside. So that is a meditation, and it's also a audio lesson as well, which I believe is about an hour long. That's called You Deserve Great Love. The details for that are below this video. If you want to take that a step further, I also have an online course which is called the Sacred Soulmates course, and that's all about attracting new love, all about getting into the right vibration in order to manifest that. So check that out on my website as well. So please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Tap the bell icon, turn on all notifications, and that will notify you every time I release a new reading. Thank you so much for joining me here. I really appreciate it. And now I'll move on to the next set of cards. Welcome to set of cards number 5. You've chosen the Hands. So what's he thinking? What's he feeling right now? We're going to look into the tarot, the oracle cards, the divination dice, the charms, and pulling messages out of the bag. So stay tuned, because a lot of information is going to come through. Okay, so we're going to start off with the Rider-Waite Tarot. So how does this person feel about you? What are they thinking at this time? We have the Star in reverse. So this person is worried that you're losing interest in them. They're worried that you've lost touch with your intuition, because they feel at one point you had a lot of intuition about them and that you felt like they were the one for you, and they're worried that you're losing that. They're worried that you're being tempted in different directions. They're worried that you're being overly logical, or you've lost touch with that guidance, with that insight, and they're afraid that you're going to be moving forward without them, and that you're no longer going to invest in this connection. What are they thinking and feeling? They feel that you are their soulmate. They may be trying to do things more now to try and convince you, try and pursue you, try and get you on the same page as them. This person wants a commitment with you. For some, you know, the tables may have turned. It may have been you that was trying to get a commitment from them. You were trying to heal them. You were putting in your heart and soul into this connection. And for whatever reason, the tables have turned now. And this person is the one that's trying to reach out. This person is the one trying to convince you to stay. They may be giving you flowers, giving you gifts, expressing their emotions, trying to convince you in certain ways that you are soulmates and you're destined to be together. So this person's feeling a bit spooked that you're losing interest. Page of Cups in reverse. So they may feel as though you're slipping through their fingers. They're trying to communicate their truth, but it may be coming across as like desperation, or they don't know how to really put it across to you how important you are to them and what you truly mean to them. You may see this childlike quality coming out. They may be being very open and vulnerable, and that is ironic because that is everything that you wanted them to be in the past, some of you, but now you may feel like it's too little, too late, but this person is really trying. They may be overly expressing themselves. They may be turning you off with overly expressing themselves. The Moon in reverse. So this person, they may be in a place of like delusion a little bit. Maybe they're trying to convince themselves of certain things, trying to convince themselves that everything is going to be okay between you, whereas now you may be thinking maybe everything isn't going to be okay. Maybe you don't want to invest in this person. They may have had fears for a long time about doing their healing work, and now they're regretting that because you've really shown them that you're serious about, possibly moving on. But obviously, if you're watching this, some of you will be still, holding out some hope, but you're still in this place of really wondering, what should you do? Should you stay with this person? Should you move on? You're wondering if you can forgive the past, or whether too much has happened for you to be able to overcome in terms of the connection. Yeah, like this person wants to fight for your connection. They're communicating their truth. They want victory. They're trying to be their true self. So everything they may have promised, and they felt like they had all the time in the world, and they kept putting things off, and then they didn't realize how seriously that was negatively affecting you and the connection. Now they know, because to them you may have appeared to suddenly just walk away from them, but in your mind, you were thinking for a long time that this person needs to step up, or they need to change in some way, and they just weren't doing it. They were taking you for granted. They felt like it was all just words, like they weren't listening to your words, but now they are listening to your actions. You may be having like no contact, or you're just really unsure. The more sure of them you were, the less sure of you they were. But now you're unsure about them. Suddenly they're very sure about you, very sure that you're the one, and that you're the one they want to be with. And they're trying to make you certain. They want you to come back to being certain again that they're the one for you. So what's this Star in reverse about, please? The Tower. Okay, so yeah, a Tower moment has happened. Maybe you had a frank conversation with this person. You just couldn't handle the things that were going wrong or weren't working out. For some, it could have been there was too many arguments or too many disagreements, or this person was just too passive, However it resonates, you couldn't handle it anymore. Enough was enough. You felt like you tried your best, and this person was still not getting it, or just being stubborn and not changing or doing what it takes to have a healthy compromise. And so it's led to a Tower moment. This person is like really afraid that it's completely over. It's come as a shock to this person, but to you that seems like a joke, because you tried to show this person, you tried to tell this person over and over and over again and they weren't hearing it. They didn't get what you were saying because they don't hear what you're saying. They only understand through your actions. So you've walked away. In many cases, what's this Six of Cups about? You know, a clarifier. It's saying they want to come back in. This is a card of someone from your past returning to your life. Death. Yeah, there's been a major transformation. There's been some kind of ending. With this Death card, they're hoping there can be a new beginning, a rebirth, a positive movement forward. They're hoping you're going to give them a second chance. But you're like, is it over? You're just seeing where the chips fall. You're not making a decision right now. You're not taking action. You're just going with the flow of things. And that's a good thing, because you're no longer like desperately needing them. You're no longer basing your happiness or your life around this person. You know, you're not revolving your life around them anymore. It's really, really positive. And this is the shift that needed to happen, really, in order to be able to have a healthy relationship with this person. And that's what's magnetizing them towards you. So what's this Page of Cups in reverse about, please? Yeah, delays, obstacles in terms of communication, in terms of manifesting things. This person, they feel like they're trying to talk to you, and it's not getting through to you. You felt that about them. You were trying to warn them. You were trying to show them that you weren't going to stick around. But again, it's like, in their mind, you were still there. Even though you were complaining, may have been moaning at them, you may have been trying to get them to change. In their mind, you were still there. So they weren't taking your words seriously. But now you've walked away, they realise it is serious. So now they're the one trying to communicate, but the message isn't getting through, or you're thinking it's too little too late. Or you're just not that bothered about their words. You need this person to prove themselves, and for some of you, even if they did prove themselves, you're still not sure whether you would invest in this person, because you know your self-worth now, and so you're like, thinking maybe I do deserve better. So the Moon in reverse, what are they thinking and feeling? Yeah, this, yeah, the Sun in reverse. So everything seemed great in the past. They were just going with the flow, chilling out, putting their feet up, sitting back, not taking action. And now it's like the clouds have come in. They're blocking out the sun. They're blocking out the joy. They have these fears. They're hoping there's going to be a sunrise, a new dawn, a new beginning, but they're doubting that. They're unsure, and it's because, again, Queen of Cups in reverse. You've withdrawn your emotions from them. You were trying to give them your cup, your heart, express yourself, or you were trying to get them to express themselves, and now you're like, nah, I give up. Like, I can't be bothered. You can't be bothered with someone who's not going to be there, he's not going to be healthy, he's not going to be dependable. You can't be bothered with that drama anymore, or the anxiety, or constantly worrying, or not knowing where you stand. You know, you're sick and tired of that. You want someone sensible. What's this Ace of Swords about? You know, if someone's not going to be healthy for you, you're no longer interested. Ace of Swords. Yeah, they want to fight for your connection because you've taken a step back and you're like, do I keep investing in this connection or not? Do I turn my focus in a different direction, maybe on someone else? But mostly, for most of you, you're turning the focus inwards. You're basically re-evaluating, and that's got them really worried. So let's look into the messages from the bag. Shaking, sweaty, stuttering. So they may be shaking with nervousness because they're afraid that this is over. Some of them, this could be they didn't come forward because they're very anxious, very nervous, very self-conscious in your presence. They may be shy. They may have been hiding in their shell. And no matter what you did to try and coax them out of the shell, they weren't coming out of that shell. So then you felt like you put your all in. You may have felt like you put 1,000% into trying to make them open up and trust you, and then you're like, well, you realize, oh, it's not even down to me, it's down to this person. I need you. So yeah, they're really feeling that now, that there's been some kind of ending here. Taken for granted. So yeah, you definitely felt taken for granted. So you finally woke up and realized you deserve a lot more than that. And they're realizing they took you for granted, and now they're really kicking themselves that they didn't heed what you were warning them about when you were saying that you're not going to stick around forever. They wish they'd believed you when you said that. Impossible. Yeah, you're feeling as though, I don't think we're compatible. I don't think it's going to work out. I think it's kind of just not happening. It's impossible. And I feel like they're trying to convince you it is possible. Look, I'm here for you. And at this stage, they're just trying to say they're going to do this, that, and the other, and they're trying to prove these things. But they can't prove everything all at once, kind of thing. They can't do everything all at once. So to you, it's still coming across as just words. But I feel like they are trying to take certain actions. But even then, it may not be enough for you. They're longing for you very deeply because you're not that bothered at this time. Okay, so let's look at some oracle cards. Where is that? The Romance Angels Oracle cards. How are they feeling? What are they thinking at this time? Wedding. This situation involves marriage. They may be saying, let's get married, or they're trying to give you that promise to, because they feel like every woman, every female, their ultimate goal is marriage. And so they may be sharing things about weddings, or saying that they want to get married to you or something like that, to try and convince you to keep holding on. But you may be thinking that they're being naive in saying that, some of you. Finances and career. So you may be focusing more on your finances and your career and goals and aspirations. Maybe they were focusing a bit too much on that, perhaps, to the point of it getting in the way of your connection. That may resonate for some of you. These are the Enchanted Woods Lenormand cards. What are they thinking and feeling at this time? The Book. To me, this is, they are having a lot of awakening, because books is like knowledge. They're receiving a lot of knowledge, a lot of wisdom. There's candles here as well, and the moon. It's like they're going through the dark night of the soul. Illusions or things they couldn't see clearly in the past are coming into their awareness a lot. These are the true love reading cards. Boundaries. And look who it is who has the boundaries up. That's you. Your self-love shield. Your tiger energy. The owl of wisdom. You have these boundaries now. Look, there's the same moon there. It's like they're thinking of you from afar. You've put these boundaries up. Sexual freedom. And they want to come in. They want to be by your side. They want to make love to you. They want a physical relationship. They want to have it all with you. There's those doves. They may want to get married to you. Here they are. Earth connection. So yeah, they want a real connection that's grounded in the 3D. The ball is in your court. Well, it's in theirs. They need to prove themselves more. But the final decision is down to you, you know. They feel love for you and they're hoping for your forgiveness. They may be coming forward saying, I love you, I'm sorry. Trying to prove themselves. Let's look into the divination dice. Yeah, look, you're like, stay back. There's those bolts of lightning from the Tower card. You were like, you stood your ground. You had that shield, the self-love, the boundary. And it created a tower moment for this person. Their sense of security within this connection crumbled. Dinosaur. So this is the dinosaur bones. So you have like an ancient connection. Definitely feel like your soul family members, if not twin flames or some kind of soulmate. This is like extinction. They're worried that this relationship is now extinct. It's not coming back. They're trying to manifest. This is the witch, which is like the magician. They're trying to manifest and create a new beginning. They want the happy relationship, the happy home. They feel like you are their home. They feel you are the one. But yeah, there's been a major transformation. This is the death card, the ending of the old. There's potential for a new beginning. There's potential for healing because the star is underneath that as well. But, you know, if they come forward and prove themselves to you, ultimately the decision's going to be down to you, whether you give this person a second chance or not. So what's this one? Yeah, you may well be twin flames. The yin and the yang cats, they want to embrace. They want to bridge that gap. They're wearing their heart on their sleeve with you now. Expressing their emotions. There may have been a parent-child dynamic going on within your connection. It's most likely that you, the viewer, were the parent role and they were the child role. Like you were putting in all the work, you were nurturing them, loving them, supporting them, being patient, kind, considerate, compassionate, and they may have been like that childlike energy, receiving all of that love, but they weren't able to give back equally. You may have been healing their like childhood wounds, the wounds that they had from their mother or father or both. They may not have been coming forward because they were feeling very much loved from that parent-child dynamic, and it was kind of an excuse for them, or enabling them to stay in that kind of powerless energy. It may have been making you feel kind of empowered as well, like playing the parent role. They know that they've pushed you away. This fan, it's like the air, really strong current has pushed you away. They're hoping for fortune. This is like the Wheel of Fortune, or positive movement forward. They're hoping for healing of the connection with the star. There's a plane here, so it may have been a long distance thing. Maybe for some of you it was that you wanted to meet up with them, and their excuse was they couldn't afford the ticket, or it could be to do a lockdown, or they were saying, oh, I've got too much work on, or using the distance as an excuse. The fish. So that's about finances as well. They may have used like finances as an excuse as well, if they didn't have enough money or something. So if you would like to really get into the right vibration to be able to have a healthy, happy relationship where the person's truly committed, they can speak to you openly, express their emotions, have a commitment, you know, want that commitment, want the same things as you, really love and cherish you, then please check out my really powerful meditation, which is called You Deserve Great Love. I help you to work with the law of attraction to get into the right vibration within yourself, because whatever vibration we are within is what we attract on the outside. So I help you to really know your worth, really know that you deserve the best. I help you to stop chasing love, validation and approval outside of yourself, and really cultivate that within, so then you attract that relationship where the person loves you, cherishes you, respects you in all the same ways that you do with yourself. So that's a meditation, but it's also an audio lesson as well. It's called You Deserve Great Love. I've got amazing feedback for that on my website as well. So please check that out. All the details are below this video in the description box. Please also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Tap the bell icon, turn on all notifications, and that will notify you every time I release a new reading. Thank you so much for joining me here. I really do appreciate it. Take care. Bye.